Right, hello everyone, welcome back to another video. We are back in the 225. We haven't been in it for a while because it's been so dry. There's been a real lack of second and third cut. I know our second cut is pretty abysmal, but we've got the baler on, as you see there, and we are going to bale some straw. First time we've ever baled straw with this baler. This is standing straw we bought a few months ago, and we just had a phone call to say it's on the ground. I would say it's been on the ground a day or two, but they've just rang us today to say it was on the ground, which is fine. So haven't had no rain on it, so it should be alright. Just hoping it goes through the baler okay, because it's very dry, so we'll see. But we're gonna give it a go and see what happens. But it's just it's filled up on the hill here. So anyway, I'll get started and I'll be back. Right, we are away. I've done 2 rows around the edge. We're on 8 bales so far. I can't remember how big this field is. Maybe 11 acres, something like that. They're not the biggest rows, because I would say it's a fairly small combine. So yeah, I'm going to be up and down a lot, but I did say to Dad about raking 2 rows into one, but the trouble is the straw's very dry and you just end up beating all the straw about, and it's just no good for the straw. It's fairly chaffy anyway, to be honest, because it's been so dry, and I would say it's been on the ground for a day or two. But it's baling okay, it's going through the baler. I was a bit worried that with it being so dry it might not bale very well, but it's baling relatively well. So yeah, can't complain really. Just got to keep going and keep at it. Got a fair amount to do, but it's a perfect sunny day for it, and yeah, try and crack on through it. Not a bad view from up here. We are fucking back over that way, but you can just see over there, over the hill, it's got a really big crane. That is a big Carl they call it, which is I think the biggest crane in Europe, working on Hinkley Point C. So yeah, you just see it there, and it is huge. We used to work on a farm, must be just behind the hill there, and you can see it from the house, and yeah, it's huge. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the biggest in Europe. Might even be one of the biggest in the world, but it is, yeah, absolutely massive. Yeah, that's something a bit interesting, but baling reasonably well. Just going on steady. Like I say, it is. I'm a little bit disappointed because it is a bit chaffy. Because I mean, you can see there where I'm stopping to net. You can see the lumps of straw left because it's so chaffy as it's netting. Because I'm sat still, it's sort of falling out the bottom of the roller. So everywhere I'm stopping, there's a little bit of a pile of chaff. But yeah, we're picking it up okay. So that's the main thing. I was worried I'd have to come back sort of at night or in the early morning to go through the baler, because sometimes this is a roller baler, not a belt baler, so sometimes straw struggles. It's not going too bad. Just stopped at a sec to just redo the net. Had a little issue. See on that bale, the edge wasn't quite wrapping properly. So I just re-threaded the net. Hopefully that'll sort it out. That end was just breaking away for some reason. But yeah, hopefully a simple fix will sort it out. See, the baler's getting absolutely covered in chaffy straw, which is going to be fun to clean. We literally just cleaned it when we came out here, and it's already absolutely filthy. As you can see, straw everywhere. Hopefully some of that will blow off when I go home down the road, speed up a bit. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about here. Just the edge of this bale, just not quite wrapping properly, whereas the others are, so hopefully it'll be alright. They're not too bad at bales. Yeah, I would say that's alright for a non-belt baler. Yeah, we're running quite nicely, considering. Looks well on the baler, and it is cut, this bit is a little bit, but he has cut it fairly low, which is nice. Sometimes if they're not using the straw themselves, they try not to cut it too low, to try and go a bit quicker, but it's all cut fairly low. Yeah, not bad at all. So this is what I was worried about. I've done the headland, and now for some, I don't know why it's all of a sudden done it, but the straw's so chaffy that it's just not gripping on the rollers, so all the rollers are spinning. You can see my door's open, that's the bale in there. The rollers are all rotating like that, and the bale should be rolling as well, so that when the net feeds in up here somewhere. Let me zoom out a bit. The net feeds in and then goes down round, and because the bale's rolling, it pulls the net round with it and wraps it. But the bale isn't rolling. I just guess it's so dry and just struggling to grip on the metal rollers, so it won't net, which is a major issue, because without it netting, I'm gonna have to let the bale out, and well, it's just gonna go everywhere. It's gonna get all jammed in here, but I don't really see any other option. Well, that's that cut short. We're gonna have to call it a day, because it's so, this is beeping at me. Shut up. It's so chaffy that it's just not going through the baler. So we've given the chap that I rake the hay for a call. He's going to come out with his quadrant baler and bale it tomorrow, hopefully. But yeah, quite frustrating, because you've got your own baler and you want to make use of it, but it just will not go through. It's so chaffy. So I've got that bell in there still. We're going to go home and let it out at home, then I can chuck it in some cow pens, bed up with it. But yeah, it's just, I think it's been down a good 3 or 4 days, and it's just allowed it to dry right out. Really, with a round baler like this, you need to be right up behind the combine, baling it while it's still a little bit, not green, but just a little bit of moisture, not even moisture there, this just crispy and dry, like really dry. So yeah, that's going to cut this baling short. At least it'll be a bit easier to haul back in quadrants. Hopefully there's another lot of sand and straw we've bought. Hopefully they'll ring us as soon as it's on the deck, so we can get right in behind them and bale it. But anyway, I'll catch up with you in the next clip, when hopefully we'll be back baling yeah, the next block of wheat. Right, welcome back everyone. It's the next day. A fair bit has happened since I last recorded the clip. So we were struggling in the last clip with it being too chaffy, the straw. So last night I gave up, went home and rang around trying to find someone with a spare baler to come and bale it. But struggled, of course, everyone's baling. The weather's looking a bit hit and miss, so everyone's trying to get bales done as quick as possible. So yeah, they couldn't find anyone who could do it last night. Someone said they could do it this morning, well, midday today, but they didn't ring this morning enough to be a pain. Just a bit of drizzle, but it was enough to make the straw wet, so we couldn't do it this morning. So now it is 5:30, and the sun came out, and it's been quite warm, so it's dried out a lot. So we thought we'd come out and have another go with our round baler, and that's what I'm doing now. And then luckily, so far, touch wood, it's going fine. But like I said, because it's chaffier, I'm trying to push on and go quicker, so that the straw isn't in the baler as long. Because the longer it's in the baler, the longer it's rolling round, the more it smashes the straw up and becomes chaffy. And when it comes to chaffy, it sort of just doesn't roll very well in the chamber, and that's what happened last night. So yeah, sort of trying to push on about 10k and get it done. But yeah, it's working fine so far today. Hopefully it'll continue to work fine. And yeah, I'm over halfway through, so hopefully it'll be alright for the rest of the time, and we can get it bailed up, because it's supposed to rain tonight and tomorrow. So as long as it's in round bells, not ideal that it gets rained on, but if it does, it's not going to be as bad as if it was on the ground. So yeah, I'm pleased that we're back going again and using our own baler, because it makes sense to use our own baler when we've got it. So you can see the rows aren't the biggest rows in the world. That's another issue with it breaking up a bit. I would say it's only like a 15-foot head older combine, so obviously I'm driving more and the bells are rolling around more before I get a chance to fill the chamber, so that is another reason why I was struggling. I don't know if you can see the stuff I was doing yesterday. Everywhere I've stopped to make a bell, there's a pile of chaff where it's all falling out the bottom, but today I'm not getting any of that at all. Not a very good looking proper maze in there, it's not very tall at all. I would say that's going to the local digester. They tend to have late maze, and it's literally just over there, the digester. I've got some more straw to do, just going to be behind the bigger combine. But I'm not sure when that's going to be ready. Like I said, the weather's looking a bit hit and miss all week. This last little bit, 71 bells. I've just, that last bell, the one on there, 71. I'm not going to have quite enough here to make a whole bell. Oh, those tram lines are bumpy. I would say they only had a small sprayer as well, because there's two sets of tram lines around the headland. But yeah, it's quite bumpy. Anyway, I think I've finished in the nick of time, because over there it looks a little bit black again. But like I said, there is rain forecast for tonight, so got this last little bit to do, and yeah, it all went very smoothly, which I was pleased with. After yesterday, it was a bit of a nightmare, but today went fine. Yeah, 71 bells, not the best yield in the world, but I don't think any straws are yielding that highly in straw this year. I think it's just been so hot that everything's gone to seed quickly. Some of the yields I've seen of people seem reasonable. We don't do any of our own arable, so I mean, I've got nothing to compare it to, but some of our neighbours and that seem to have reasonable yields. But yeah, there's I was talking about a digester earlier, this maze here. You can just, that shed there, I don't know if you can quite see, I think just between those trees there, oh, it's not focusing, is the dome for the digester. But you can see all the that's all ag bags there in that field. And they put in the digester. I believe that bit in there they make compost in, and you can also see another silage pit just there. But yeah, that's where the digester is, and all this maize goes in it to make electricity. Green energy, apparently. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Like I said, I think I've finished it before the rain. It's all in bales now, although it's not going to get picked. It will get rained on in bales, but being in bales means it won't get too wet, because it just sort of runs off around bales relatively well. Hopefully we won't get too much when we get picked up. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and see you in the next one, where we'll either probably be hauling straw in, maybe doing some second cut for Robert, or doing some more straw ground baling. We'll see. But anyway, I'll see you in the next one.